Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our midday live broadcast where we'll talk about the state of our nation. Thanks, everyone, for joining. Comes next month being September 2024. On the day 24, 25, 26, there is a schedule of court hearing of the case between Nnamdi Kanu and the federal government. And the rumor has it that the federal government are determined to withdraw the case. This case is almost 10 years case, a 10-year case for that matter. It started back then in 2014, 2015. And up till now, the federal government of Nigeria, they have not been able to find this young man guilty of the crime they said he committed. So they have not found him guilty. And recently, everything that has been happening in Nigeria is an indication that this man has been vindicated. Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated. A lot of things has been going on in Nigeria. People have been clamoring for referendum. People have been clamoring for new constitution. The insecurity he talked about in Benue now, so many villages, so many markets have closed down. A lot of things are going on from the north to the south, to the east, to the west. Things are not just going on. Now, the question is this: is this not enough for people to realize that this man has been vindicated? After everything Nnamdi Kanu said about Nigeria, 100% of everything he said today is a reality, has come to pass. Now, the question I'm asking, is these people not ashamed of themselves? Now, before we go forward, I really want to address the issue of the Nigeria and Biafra civil war. I see a lot of politicians in Nigeria, especially Obasanjo, Gowon. You know what these people normally said? When they are making statements, they will make statement regards the war that happened. They will say, we fought the war. I made a video that was yesterday condemning the statement Obasanjo made. Obasanjo said he used Igbos to fight against Igbo people. People do not understand where my own opposition to that statement is coming from. As far as Nigeria is today, nobody should be proud that he participated in Nigeria and Biafra civil war. Nobody should come out and talk that maybe saying that yes, I am the one that fight to keep Nigeria as one, or I am part of the people who fought the civil war, or I use these people to fight the civil war. Because the question I'm asking is this: does this country look like what they fought civil war for? You people fought civil war, kill millions of people to keep people in abject poverty. You fought the war to keep people under the control of the bandits. You fought the war. Just see Gowon. I think Gowon should be ashamed of himself right now, because Gowon's community, bandits are in control today. Bandits have chased everybody out of Gowon's state. Benue people are not sleeping. Benue people, every day they are dying. Benue people, every day they are crying. The question I am asking Gowon is this the war you fought to keep Nigeria as one, to keep your people in abject poverty, to keep your people dying? Is that the war your people fought? I think Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated. There is no sincere human being on earth that will look at Nigeria and say that Nigeria is supposed to be one because of what we are seeing. Yes, I am aware of every tribe, every culture, every race have bad people among them, including the southeast, southwest, the north. Everybody have bad people among them. But the truth is this: the badness of every culture, the evil among every culture could be managed by the culture if they are separated from other entities. Because when you join evil with evil, the evil will expand. We have so many evil in our country. In the southeast, they are evil. In the north, they are evil. In the southwest, they are evil. Middle belt, south, everywhere. But if we can separate these entities into regions or separate countries, they will be able to manage their people easily. Now, the reason why I faulted Obasanjo, I mean his statement, not him personally. His statement he made that he used Igbos to fight against Igbo. I said, people should stop talking about the civil war. People should stop talking about anything that concerns civil war, because you should be ashamed of yourself that you kill almost 3 million people to keep this country under poverty. You kill almost 3 million people to make sure that people will be begging for food. You keep 3 million people to make sure that bandits will be all over the places killing people. It is not acceptable. It is not acceptable. And I believe that Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated, because there is nothing this young man said or what he's saying up to tomorrow that has not come to reality. Give me one. Everything he said about Nigeria, not about people, because some of the things he said about people is a personal struggle. I'm talking about what he said about Nigeria. Everything he said about Nigeria has come to pass. Just wait a minute. I will take you through what is going on in Benue State. But for the now, just stay with me. Yes, we are living in a crazy world. Just a few minutes from now, I'm going to take you to show you what is going on in Benue State. I shed tears. So many communities abandoned their communities. Benue before was the food basket of the nation, but today the bandits are in charge of Benue State. They chase people away. Benue State is like a state that don't have state government, no local government, no federal government. Benue State is just like a stateless state that nobody is there, as in nobody even lives there. Benue State is deserted. I sympathize with the people of Benue State who are the victims, but I keep on saying it. God wants you to come out to answer questions. Is this the Nigeria he killed 3 million people to keep together? Does this country look like a country that people are progressing in? A lot of things are going on. Now, I want to take you through to what is going on in Benue State, step by step. It's not going to be boring. I want you to take your time. It's a long video. Let's go through what is going on in Benue State, because if I am saying like this, a lot of you don't understand what I'm talking about.
The farmers are running from their farm places, coming out to the town. So there's no way you can farm in the town. This is the farm that you farm so that you get enough products inside the town. But now, even next year, we're expecting that things will go more difficult, because the Fulanis and headers are in the bush, chasing them outside from the farms. Most of them are just around the town, hanging around.
This is the largest yam market in the world, but it's a shadow of its former self. Located in Zakibiam town of Okum local government area of the food basket state, it once attracted customers from all over Nigeria as well as neighboring countries. Now, like its fallen signboard, the yam hub has fallen on hard times. In its heyday, it used to be a beehive of activity, welcoming yam buyers from various West African countries, from Niger, from Cameroon, from Benin Republic. They used to come from far and near. And of course, you had buyers from all over Nigeria. However, as you can see, this former beehive of activity is practically deserted.
It's empty.
Most of the stalls are empty. Just behind the camera, you have a handful of farmers who hoarded some of their yams and have summoned up the courage to come to the market at this time. Now, what is the problem?
Everything is very hard. So, like yam, we used to buy 80,000 before. It's 200,000 now. It's 200,000 now. And after when you buy it 200,000, you will put another expenses. Like 100 yam, you used to put it 30,000 to reach my place. So when you check it inside in the goods, you see that everything is fine.
Before, we used to buy like 100 yam. That is one heap. We bought like 50,000, 60,000, 40,000, depending the size of the yam. But now, the price have escalated to what we don't know. We are buying a heap of yam now, 500,000, 600,000. The small size now, we used to buy 40,000, 300,000. So the price is too high.
Attacks by bandits have crippled food production in these areas, leaving farms deserted and fields empty. It means the market has been cut off from its supply chain.
There is insecurity issues in the area. Very much. A lot of
this is Gowon State.
The farmers
this
are not
Benue State, the Gowon State.
Going to the farm to do their farm works. Granite, even to plant and weed their yams products. And on the road, when they try to bring those things, those goods to the market, it's very difficult because of the attacks on the roadside.
The farmers are running from their farm places, coming out to the town. So there's no way you can farm in the town. This is the farm that you farm so that we get enough products inside the town. But now, even next year, we're expecting that things will go more difficult because the Fulanis and headers are in the bush, chasing them outside from the farms. Most of them are just around the town, hanging around.
Commercial activities in the town have also been crippled following the destruction of all 3 banks in the town. This is the result of a riot triggered by events in Ayati, one of the satellite communities of Zakibiam, about 15 kilometers away. At the start of July, some Ayati youths stormed the Ukum local government headquarters, protesting the killing of their relatives.
They carried the corpse to the local government because there was no security. So as they came to the local government, there was nobody. They waited to the gate or to 2 or 3 hours like that. There was nobody. So some people came in. People was so angry, and then other people came in. So that was burst into the protest.
The trail of destruction includes the Ukum local government secretariat, devastated by fire. The neighboring police station and the High Court were also attacked. But the climate of violence in Ayati continues. A combination of local bandits and armed herdsmen stormed the community with a population of about 15,000 on the 8th of August, wreaking unprecedented havoc.
Look at people's community.
The chief bandit there organized herdsmen, let me call them that, organized herdsmen and his own boys to punish Ayati for revealing their locations to the military. Because military sometimes, particularly operations in that, used to be successful in reaching them.
The chief bandits punish the people for revealing their location.
Retaliatory mission. That is one vision. One other vision we got there was that Anyoko got money from the herdsmen to hand over the land to the leaders of the community. At the end of it, he didn't do that. And when they moved, that is when they moved in, they were asked to leave. But the community, so they now took them in with all his boys in hundreds to ensure that the Fulani headers will their way and have the land he promised them, because he got the money as we were told and shared it to the chiefs in that area.
On Thursday, which was our market day, we started hearing rumors that the headmen are coming with guns and swords in larger numbers again. Then we called on the security to come to our aid again. One police officer with his boys, Mr. Danzuru, he went there, and they posted 10 mobile police members who are in the village with us. But the bandits that came with cutlasses and guns, Fulani mixed with these bad boys, they outnumbered them. Over 400 militants.
Can you hear him?
Invaded our village. They surrounded our village just in no time. We started hearing gunshots. They killed people.
More than 60 residents have been confirmed dead. There are still more suspected casualties yet to be recovered.
Up to now, they are picking people in the bush. You know this bullet, when they hit a person, sometimes you run with madness. You run as if you are mad. They run as they are possessed. They will go and die. So they are still picking people in the bush. Some people that have died, they have started rotting. So they're just covering them now.
After the massacre killing, we just run out of the village. The village is just like that. Nobody has made a mass burial there. Some families have buried their relations, and most of the corpses are lying in the mortuary now. And others in the bush, we are yet to pick them because of lack of security.
Not a sign of life. All doors under lock and key. The only sign of life is the domestic animals, a handful of them left behind by their fleeing owners. That's the story of Ayati community. That's the mystery of this place that's now a ghost town. And it's the question that has to be answered by the authorities of the Benue state government. What is the fate of Ayati community in the not too distant future? Arise News could find no evidence of any security presence in the deserted town, but the security advisor insists that forces are there, just out of sight.
When I was there, we saw...
Now, this video is just to show you about what I'm talking about what is going on in Plateau State. I mean, in Benue State. Now, I know a lot of people say that Gowon is from Plateau State. Yes, his local government origin, state of origin, is Plateau State. But his ancestral root is from Benue State. And neither Plateau State nor Benue State is free. Both Plateau State, both Benue State is under siege. So, I am not trying to say that Gowon is the cause. So that is not what I'm saying. But what I'm trying to say is that, does this country look like country he killed almost 3 million for? It's a question I want everyone to answer. Does this country who made Nigeria to be one? It's just a man like Gowon came to Nigeria, they amalgamated Nigeria, they made Nigeria to be one. Someone like you amalgamated Nigeria, drew and said, this is Nigeria, this is your border. And you yourself take it as your responsibility to kill people to keep that border to be one. Is that not so shameful and so annoying something to hear or to think about? Now, you see, the issue of Nnamdi Kanu, why I said Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated is because when you look at the agitation of Nnamdi Kanu right from time, I want people to go back and study this, because if I'm saying all these things, people will not understand what I'm saying. I want people to go back and go and study this. These people have never been violent. These people have never taken stick. Only thing they do is to do procession with flag, they know where so, they move around, they are not fighting anybody, but the federal government came against them. The federal government started killing them. The federal government started doing everything against them. Now, the question I'm still asking today is that, do they think by using force against these people will solve the problem? Absolutely no. The using force against these people cannot solve the problem. It won't. There is no place where history has demonstrated that by using violence against the people, that people can solve their problem. It's not going to happen. And the earlier the federal government realized that using force against these people, the earlier they realize, the better for them. Now, I want you to let me know what you think about this situation. Let me know what you think. Do you think that the federal government, if they do not withdraw their case come September 24, 25, 26, because that is the 3 days that the Federal High Court has stipulated, that is 3 days marathon judgment, finalize the case of Nnamdi Kanu, and they will leave everything. If federal government did not withdraw this case, definitely I am of the opinion that this case will not even go in the favor of federal government, because there is no how the case will go in the favor of the federal government. And if eventually maybe the court says they wanted to jail Nnamdi Kanu, there is no year they will call that Nnamdi Kanu has not outnumbered in the DSS custody. So I am not worried about the case, but I am worried about the way the situation is going, because there is no how you can stop this agitation. The agitation is like an idea. It's like an idea whose time has come. So I can only tell the federal government to do something so urgent and fast. If they want to conduct a referendum, they should do that. Now, people are reacting differently. People are already angry because this is not a nation that people prepared to have. There is a WhatsApp number on the stream. If you can see it, you can use it to call in and tell us what you think about this situation. That is Nnamdi Kanu not vindicated? After everything he said, the purpose why they hold him, the purpose why they kidnap him is the reason why Nigeria is suffering today. So let me know what you think about it. You can call in through the WhatsApp number on the stream. For now, stay with me. While waiting for your calls, I'm going to take you to the street reporters, what they are thinking about the situation of this detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Because as the time of judgment approaches, I think Nigerians should let the federal government know about their stance. If you are sincere to yourself, if you are sincere to everything that is going on, there is no way you will not, fault the federal government, because from all angles, they arrested Nnamdi Kanu because they are laying business accusations. But what about the accusations of what the police said about this Zamfara?
We can say
state?
now banditry is an industry in Zamfara state. Last month, we arrested a member of the State House of Assembly in banditry here in Zamfara state.
Just imagine if the police come out to say they arrested Nnamdi Kanu with gun, or they arrested Nnamdi Kanu sponsoring bandits. See, everywhere we blow up. The atmosphere, everything we just scatter. But here is the police saying they arrested some politicians. Their name, they did not disclose it, to tell you the rate of injustice in this country. The other day, I played a video of Hope Uzodinma for you, where Hope Uzodinma was saying that it is the politics of bitterness that is causing the insecurity in the Southeast more. So it's not just all about IPOB, it is the politics of bitterness. In other words, politicians are responsible for what is going on. You understand? So I'm really not just happy about how things are going. Let us have some call from people. Let's see what people are thinking about this situation. Hello, good morning, sir. Are you there?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, my name is Mike from UK.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Mike. Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, actually, I've listened to what you've said so far. You see, the truth are self-evident, and I'm quite happy with the analysis you made about Gowon. You see, the problem with the black people. So permit me when I say black people, because they say
I understand. I understand what you mean.
So if I cite Nigeria as an example, I think I should be quite in order. Gowon, the question you are asking, Gowon should come out and answer. Is that why you slaughtered over 5? You said 3, no. So to 5 million Biafrans. 1 million, more than 1 million children died of starvation, denied in food. Contrary to UN convention that even if you are fighting a war, there must be food corridor, food must come in, and do not touch women and children. Face the combatants. Gowon allowed all this. Now, as at the time Biafran children were dying like flies, the people of Gowon's area, they were enjoying going to party, doing normal school, everything. Now the table has turned. Let me tell you, Nnamdi Kanu said it and I agree. Gowon will never die until they announce Biafra. God wants him to see that Biafra he wants to suppress will rise, and then his people will now suffer what the Biafrans suffered. Look at him, he can't talk. He cannot talk anymore. He's ashamed of himself. He can't talk. If you book an interview now, any mainstream media say they want to speak with Gowon, he will tell you about what he said, the state of the nation, and then we will visit Biafra. He will remove that area. He won't. They will ask him, look at what is happening today. Why are you not talking? They are slaughtering people in the plateau, taking over their land, and they are not talking. They know plateau. They know them that we said they formed more than 50% of Nigerian armed forces to slaughter Igbo. Where is Gowon today? I think you asked a good question. Gowon, why is Gowon not talking? If he's assuming he's no longer with us, he's no longer living, people will say, if only Gowon who did all with. But now God told you, there's a reason. You see, Nigerians, we don't interrogate. Black people, we don't interrogate certain things. There's a reason why God left Gowon alive. Most of the people that fought the Biafran war with him, general, they all dying. They must have all died. Why is Gowon still alive till today? Why? Why is God keeping him alive? And not that his area is the boiling point. Fulani has never taken any land and started in Igbo land say it is their own. No. Fulani has never sacked any village in Biafra land. But they are not sacking villages. Look, let me tell you the way it is. If Fulani want to take over the compound Gowon is living, they can take it. And he will do anything, he will do nothing. So that is the issue. Gowon will never die, and it's my prayer, and I believe the prayer of every Biafran. Gowon will continue to live until they declare Biafra. Like today, we get our Biafra and live, then tomorrow Gowon is free to die. He will be alive to even now he's seeing the flag now. Now he's seeing the flag of Biafrans. So that is the wickedness of man. We black people, and you ask another question. What the white men created, why is it you, the black, you are killing yourself to sustain it? Why?
That is so pathetic.
They say that we don't reason. The white man came to create it. I mean, UK here, they regretted creating that. They said that if they had known, they could have created 3 countries out of Nigeria. But the black man will be killing paying with his blood to sustain the boundary put in by the white man. Who came there just to make sure that the agricultural produce from the north, granite and the rice and skin, and cotton that they use in Manchester, because the textile capital of UK is Manchester. So the cotton they are going to use in making clothes in the industries in Manchester is in the northern part of the country, around Kaduna and southern Kaduna and Sokoto. So what do? They need to move it to the UK. They said, okay, why can't we connect a rail that will move from the north to the coast, south to take it? That was why. That's all these things came. You bring the north and the north and south to join them together. It is for their business. Now they are no longer there. They are no longer there. We are all human beings. There are houses our forefathers built in the villages with this type of shape, this type of window, this type of corrugated iron sheet, this type of flooring. People will grow up and say, look, this is out of fashion. I will change the roof. I wouldn't put I will not use a slab, I use asbestos for some. Or I said, no, the window used to be wooden. I want to change it to louver glasses. After a while, no, louver glasses is out of fashion. I want to change it to Anomako sliding doors. In fact, they built it because now I want to put air condition. You change it. Why is it that also we say, no, we knock it down? This building is too high to maintain. Let's knock it down and build another one. Because your father is no more there. Your father built it because that was what it was in vogue. When the British came, colonialism was the order of the day. They started with slavery. When slave trade stopped, they switched over to colonialism. So when colonialism was in vogue, Spain was dominating South America, Portugal was handling Angola, Brazil, Guinea-Bissau, Mozambique, all those countries. Dutch, even small Holland, was going to Indonesia to colonize them, going to Suriname. Because every part of Europe went to colonize. Germany came to Cameroon, went to Togo, went to Namibia, just to colonize. Britain said, okay, we are going to Africa. They took some chunk of West Africa, Nigeria, Ghana, Sierra Leone, Liberia, and Gambia. France said, let me take the rest. Ivory Coast, Togo, Benin Republic, Senegal, Guinea, and all the Mali, Burkina Faso, Niger, Chad. They took over. Then Britain went to. So this is how they. You see, that was in vogue. Even America tried in Liberia. So it was in vogue. Everybody just like the way what is happening now. You know, there was a time in those days, secondary school was burden. If you go to secondary school, it's like you're a king. But it's no longer what reigns now is universities. In those days, for you to attend the university, if you are from the east, you have to travel all the way to Osaka or Ibadan. But now, how can somebody who is living in this, you can say, no more university of Ibadan, we now have many of them. You go to the one, so things are changing. So why is it that in Nigeria, people still believe that boundary that the Lord Lugard came and put in, all this, it must remain. Let me tell you this as a presenter, because you are very historical. Nigeria is the only country joined together by Britain that is still the way it is. India, Pakistan, Bangladesh, they've all found their way. They are different countries.
Even Ghana changed their name.
Yes, even Ghana, colonized by Britain, changed their name. India, and their way of life. That's why today India is still speaking, they are doing the thing. Then Tanzania, Kenya, and Uganda, they were called the Protectorate of East Africa. All of them are speaking Swahili.
Yeah.
It's Swahili, just like you can, if you're in Osun State, you move to Ekiti State, you move to Ogun State, you move to Oyo. If you can speak Yoruba language, you can turn the Southwest easily. Yet they still say they don't want to put one country under Southwest. They divide themselves into three. Swahili is spoken widely in Kenya, in Uganda and Tanzania. Yet they said no, they want to be the country of their own. They divided. After they said this one, they said they want, they first of all gave independence to 1961. to Tanzania, also 1962 to Uganda, 1963 to Kenya, and they are different countries. Three of them, these three countries, they have one, just like you have WAEC, West African Examination Council. At the time, they said no, they can't do it again. They have their National Examination Council for Tanzania has their own. Yes, they are speaking Swahili, three countries, but they don't want. Why? You see, in life, and if you go to those three countries, the least developed, the one lagging in terms of number 3 should be Uganda. But that is their own pace. Kenya is far ahead, followed by Tanzania. That is the issue. So why is it that in Nigeria, it's only, look what I'm telling you, I want you to, you know, I want you to investigate it. Nigeria is the only country joined together by Britain that is still like that. And that's why we are the poverty capital of the world. Yet, there is no country ruled by Nigeria, ruled by Britain, that is as resource rich in their heart, but as resource rich as Nigeria. Yet, we are the poverty capital. And when you people will tell you Nigeria is indivisible, it's a lie. That's what Nnamdi Kanu was educating people. That's why they are holding him. Not because they know. Somebody said Nnamdi Kanu is being held because he opens his mouth to educate people. Is that not why they killed Aristotle? If you remember philosophy.
Yeah, so many people, including Fela Kuti, Gani, many people in Nigeria, when you speak, they will kill you. But you know one thing, if you did not still talk, they will still kill you, because even people who are not talking, their people are still dying.
Yes, that is it. Aristotle was just called and was given poison to drink. He drank it and died. They say why? He said he's teaching and opening people's eyes. That's what Nnamdi Kanu was doing. Nnamdi Kanu, no gun, no bullet, nothing, just microphone. Exposing, telling people history. That's why we don't ask questions. We don't. Look at the best Nigeria is now. You want to build unity. Come back and be united. They said no. At the age of 10, 11, or 9, or 12, a child at the age of 10 knows next to nothing. All he knows is go and play. Maybe you tell him, go and read your book, go and fetch water. What does he know? But at that age, they will start to instill discrimination and tribalism. That is Nigeria. Say, oh, you are from your parents, maybe they are working in Lagos, maybe teaching in one university of Lagos, and you were born in Lagos. Then you grew up at the age of 10, you want to go to secondary school. Yeah. You tell them I was born here, but your parents are from Benue State. Yes, this is what you score. The other one will say I was born here too. Your parents are from Igbo State. This is what you must score. Is that how to build a country? At all. Don't you know that chap who is 10 years old, because you want him to score 139, he's from Igbo State, and he was able to score 126, which is a high score. You won't take him, but you take somebody who scored 7 or 11. Man, that person will need that opportunity to be educated the way he wanted. 10 years later, he will be 20, or 11 years later, he'll be 21. When you start him waving flag, you say, look at this chap. All these people who don't see war, but then they will talk Biafra. But the boy he's writing his own history with injustice. Where is he done? Where is it? They did Olympics. Why didn't they say, Nigeria, your population plenty, come and take one gold? Which person, who won the gold? Do you know who won the gold medal in women's 100 meters? If I tell you to look at the country, you don't know. St. Lucia. Do you know where the country called St. Lucia? One tiny island in Jamaica is far bigger than it. A black lady from there won the gold. Shock Americans and Jamaicans. That is what they call merit. On your marks, set, go. Whoever get to the end, they takes it. But in Nigeria, no. And we expect the people who want something to be good. It's impossible. My own thing is that let them not waste any other person's time. What my prescription is, come together, have a referendum. Some people will agree that, oh no, they will die inside Nigeria, they don't want to go. Leave them. Those we say they don't want to allow them to get out. How can we be over 60 years post-independence and we are still living in the Stone Age?
And not just living in the Stone Age. The issue here now is that Nigeria is not controlling some of their territory.
Yes.
The bandits, the terrorists are controlling so many territories in Nigeria, collecting tax. In other words, we don't have one government in this geographical area called Nigeria. We have more than one government in Nigeria. The government of the terrorists and the government of this Federal Republic, as they call it. So it is so pathetic that people are not reasoning to this angle that someone like you is not in his village any longer, because his crime is that he was born and brought up in the geographical area called Nigeria. Someone like you, his family were wiped out last week. His crime is because he was born and brought up from Nigeria. Someone like you, they don't have a place to call their own because they were born and brought up from Nigeria. This is a crime against humanity and no one is ready to say it. So, sir, thank you. I think we have exhausted your time and we are going to have another call. I really appreciate you for your support.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Well done, eh? More grace to your elbow. You are saying the right thing.
Thank you, sir.
So good, still living it today, but you don't know what tomorrow brings. Still in this crazy world, people dying like flies every year. You read about it in the news, but you don't believe it. You only know about it, and then man in the lamp like gold knocks on your door. Cause West is meeting, that's what I live. I live in it's easy. I tell you we are living. I live in it's easy. If I want to live, I live in it's easy. I tell you we are living. I am a living it's easy. I ain't no problem. I live in.
Morning, sir. Your name and where you are coming from?
Yeah, my brother, I have been watching you for a long time. You know, I've been watching you. You are doing great. You are a humble man. Well, my brother, I'm calling from Europe. You know, I'm calling from Europe, and I was watching your program this afternoon. I said, well, let me have some good conversation with you. You know, thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. We may like to know your name and the exact place you are coming from.
Well, I am coming from Europe. My name is James. I'm coming from Europe.
All right.
It's yeah, from Austria.
Okay, from Austria.
Austria, yeah, that's what I'm calling. So the reason why I called is to speak with you and also Nigerians. You know, Nigeria is a good nation. What I mean by a good nation, it means that it's a very big nation, you know. It's a very big nation, but the problem we are having in Nigeria is what they call it disunity. You know, we are not united. You know, like the Fulanese and the Yorubas and the Igbos, we are not united. Why? Because the Igbos were never among the amalgamation of Lord Lugard, the British Emperor. You know, the man who bring us together as one Nigeria. Then the Igbos were not among the amalgamation of one Nigeria in 1914. My brother, I want to tell you the exactly truth I want to tell you. If Nigeria want to have peace. And what I mean by peace, if the because Nigerians are claiming they are citizens, but they are not citizens. Nigerians are not citizens, my brother. We are not citizens. I'm telling you, we are like bastards. But for me, I know where I'm coming from. We are like bastards, my brother. I'm telling you, Nigeria have no. The country Nigeria have is a company of the Westerners. I'm telling you the truth. So if life want to be safe in Nigeria, the best thing is to divide that contraction or whatever they call it called Nigeria. Nigeria is a nigger area by Latin language. It's a nigger area. It's never a Niger Delta area or whatever they call it. It's a nigger area. I'm telling you the truth. I read about Nigeria properly very, very well. Nigeria is a nigger area because a white man bringing us together that we are one is a very big mistake. 100 years have been expired because the agreement was 100 years. But the Igbos were not among this amalgamation. I'm telling you. And there is no how Igbos are going to live together with the Funanis and the rest of the ethnic group, you know, because they don't like Igbos. And I don't know the reason why they don't like Igbos. But the only thing that Igbos, if Igbos want to have this Biafra, which I am also in support of it, they should unite. I'm telling you, when they unite properly, you know, they are uniting. And which Simon Ekpa, the Simon Ekpa is doing a very good job. This man called Simon Ekpa is doing a wonderful job, and I support him whatever he's doing to save his people. But the problem his people have is unity. They have to unite. Any secret they have, they should speak it to one another. I'm telling you. And if they unite like this, they are going to have the Biafra. I'm telling you. And they will be the best in the world. Biafra will be the best in the world. I'm telling you the truth. Because I am also a Biafra man. I am also from Igbo land. I know what I'm talking about. Biafrans are very, very intelligent people, brother. They are very, very intelligent. What I mean by Biafrans is not just the Igbos. It's not only the Igbos, no. The Biafrans are intelligent, my brother. So the only thing that will save life in Nigeria is to divide our country, simple as ABCD. Whoever that want to say one Nigeria or regional government is wasting he or her time, it's not going to work, my brother. Nigeria is finished. Why should Nigeria be borrowing money? Why? What is the meaning of that? We have many resources in that country, but it's lack of wisdom. The illiterate there don't know nothing. Some of them don't even know mathematics, because whatever you do, you start with mathematics. They don't know anything. They are there for business. We are like a slave in Nigeria, brother. I'm telling you the truth. And that's why Nnamdi Kanu stood up. Because I myself was, when I was a young boy, I was thinking, who is going to stand for Igbos to speak? Because things were hard, brother. Things were hard. Why should Nigeria have a lot of oil, mineral resources, and they don't know how to control it, brother? Everybody want to come back home. Everybody want to come back home, brother. That is life in Europe. Europe is like heaven. The heaven we are talking about is Europe. Tomorrow, Africa will be also, what they call it, heaven. Brother, no one is going to heaven. The heaven we are living is this earth. This very planet is the heaven, brother. Because if there is heaven, a white man will make his home paradise, brother. I'm telling you, here I'm living. Every day is clean up. They don't have a day or a date for clean up. They don't have it, brother. I'm telling you the truth. Every day is clean up. So the best thing is to divide Nigeria, brother. If they divide Nigeria, you and I will live like a king in our home, brother. These people, they are living like king, brother. Every month they pay them.
Yeah,
they pay them every month.
When people are talking about dividing Nigeria, I think The right word we should use is to return Nigeria to the way it was before, to return the indigenous people to the way it was before. Because, you know, when you are saying divide Nigeria, people don't understand that this geographical area called Nigeria, that is not quite long. They amalgamated it, they call it Nigeria, they form it, because we were in our separate indigenous land before, and things has been going on so well, and the people were prospering before these new colonies came and they did what they did, amalgamated us and put us in this problem. But after they amalgamated us, that's supposed not to be a great problem. I think the people supposed to come together and say, listen, we've got to go in our separate ways. This marriage or this amalgamation is not working, because it's an evidence. When you look around Nigeria, you will see that nothing is working. Now, instead of them, this is where I come to blame, you know, ourselves, especially people who carried out the so-called Nigerian Biafra civil war. And that is the reason why I was asking the question from the onset, like, why should people go into war to keep people who are never one? And until now,
sorry, excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me, that is something you said about Biafra war and Nigerian war. Let me tell you, brother, the truth. Let me just listen to me. You know, people are saying, hey, Nigeria and Biafra war. Who are the Biafrans? You yourself, you are part of the Biafrans, so my brother, you understand? Because I am not angry with you, but sometimes when you speak Okocha, you should remember that you are part of Biafra. If you may speak your language, but inside your language, you have a dialects there. Now, I want to tell you something about this war and the Nigerian war, that this was a terrorist attack, and which is happening right now. Listen to me, brother. The person you have, maybe you haven't seen me live. Now, I want to bring my own opinion and my own knowledge about what is going on. Yes, but Igbos were not conquered. Secondly, there wasn't nothing like war. It was a terrorist attack by the Nigerian and the British and the Russians, who planned to kill the indigenous people of Biafra, which are the Jewish today. I am a Jewish man. I am proud to be a Jewish man, Israelite today, that's claiming that they are Jewish, they are blah, blah, blah. Let me say, yes, they are our children. But that was nothing like war. That was a terrorist attack, my bro. That was terrorist attack. 5 million people died, because if that was a war, Lagos have been attacked. Abuja should be attacked. Arawa should have been attacked. Yoruba should have been attacked as well as war. Because people, you are just fighting one region, killing the people, killing the children, murdering them. Hey, bro, let me tell you something. Our forefathers died for us to have our freedom. These things you are telling us, we should go back to regional governments. Hey, bro, I'm telling you the truth. It's not going to work. Listen to me, my bro. It's too late. It's too late to be one Nigeria, bro. There is nothing you would tell me that I will agree with you that Nigeria will stand as a nation. It's not going to happen. It's not going to work. And let me tell you finally, Tinubu is the final president, and which Tinubu is not going to complete 8 years. This year, you will see Biafra will come. My bro, we are going home. We don't want one Nigeria. It is a long process, and we have done the process. So we are going to restore Biafra on the 2nd of December 2024. So that is what I want to tell you. Let it be today's date is 19, and you will tell me that this brother says so. 2nd of December 2024. No go area anymore in Biafra land. All those people who are claiming that they are security. Hey, bro, we have no security. All we have there is terrorists. Okay? Thank you very much, brother. If you have any contribution to say, you can do it, you can say, no problem.
No problem. Thank you for your opinion, sir. Thank you so much.
Thank you, brother. Thank you for having me.
All right.
You know, thank you very
The farmers
much.
are running from their farm places, coming out to the town. So there's no way you can farm in the town. This is the farm that you farm so that we get enough products inside the town. But now, even next year, we're expecting that things will go more difficult because the Fulanis and headers are in the bush, chasing them outside from the farms. Most of them are just around the town, hanging around.
This is the largest yam market in the world, but it's a shadow of its former self. Located in Zakibiam town of Okum local government area of the food basket state, it once attracted customers from all over Nigeria as well as neighboring countries. Now, like its fallen signboard, the yam hub has fallen on hard times. In its heyday, it used to be a beehive of activity, welcoming yam buyers from various West African countries, from Niger, from Cameroon.
Yeah, that was the Benue market among the villages that have been sacked by the terrorists that they call the herdsmen. I don't call them herdsmen. I call them terrorists because there is no one doing more terrorist activities than them in this Nigeria. So now I want us to look into something very important. You see, there is it's not even true. There are so many thoughts about the state of this country, Nigeria. There are some persons who will tell you that if you divide Nigeria, it is going to be a problem. Some persons are not being affected by what is going on. You know, Nigeria is too big. There are so many people because their brother is a senator. They are linked to all these politicians. Some of them are businessmen. Politicians looted money and give to them to open businesses. And many of them have businesses in a foreign, region, not in their own particular region. And people like this have a different opinion, not that they don't know the truth. But if they want to voice out, they will try to tell you that let's continue to fight for this. Let's continue to do this. But the question I want to ask is, for those of you who are asking if Nigeria is separated, what will happen to people, Hausa people who are in the south, Yoruba people who are in the north, there is nothing wrong with that, and there is nothing that is going to happen to it. There are so many Nigerians who are doing well in Guinea, in Gambia, in Senegal, in Sierra Leone, in Cotonou, so many places. Nigerians are doing fine, they are doing well. So I also believe that if this country is separated, there is nothing wrong that Yoruba man is in Igbo land doing business, Igbo man is in Yoruba land doing business. But all we have to do is to control security, control your own people, control your own resources. Because as big as the eastern region is, it is unfortunate and unacceptable that these people, they are business oriented, and most of 70% importation in this country are being done by this region, and they don't have seaport. And you think they will not be thinking about it. You think they will not feel that, oh, we do not belong. It's unfortunate. So these are the things that, if this country is being separated, these are the things that would benefit each region, because they will be able to manage their resources, control their economy, do things that is going to favor them. Why should there be anyone begging in the place of abundance? Most of the places, especially in Zamfara State and Plateau State, where insecurity, are ravaging today, is because they have mineral resources. They have, gold. Most of them have tin, iron ore. These are mineral resources that are very expensive. But who is mining them? That is a question people fail to ask. Who are the people mining these resources? They are the government who are sponsoring the bandits. They sponsor the banditry against the people. And that is what is going on. The first video I showed you is all about what is going on in Benue State. And in all this I said, is federal government so dumb not to understand that Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated? Nnamdi Kanu has been vindicated in a real time because his agitation is now justified. And that was why I was trying to address the issue of Gowon. That Plateau State and Benue State is under siege, and I have not seen anyone who answered the question. Is this the reason why you people killed, a lot of people just to keep them in this contraption called Nigeria, keep them under abject poverty? You fought the war to keep people under terrorist control. After fighting for the civil war and people start paying taxes to the terrorists, is that why you fought the nation? You fought the war for? This question must be answered. Nobody should be happy that they fought the civil war. Nobody should be happy about what is going on. No one. When I mean no one, nobody should be happy about that. Let's go to the street and understand what people are saying.
Good day, my SCVers. This is Satellite Media. Mr. Okpara, let us look at the way forward, or rather matters arising. Remember that Nnamdi Kanu's case will be coming up on the 24th of September 2024. And as we speak, the judge during the last sitting made it clear that the two parties should engage themselves and see whether they could reach agreement for possibly having a political solution to Nnamdi Kanu's travail. And as we speak, it's on record that the Southeastern senators under the leadership of Nnamdi Kanu already met with the federal government through the office of the Attorney General of the Federation. The House of Rep members has spoken loudly, where about 50 of them wrote to the President, Senator Bola Tinubu, asking for Nnamdi Kanu's release. And the last is perhaps coming from the Southeastern Governor Forum under the leadership of the Imo State Governor, talking about Hope Uzodinma, who may be meeting with the President anytime from now in preparation for what we may expect on the next adjourned date of the case, which is 24th of September 2024. Help us understand what we are likely going to see in the days ahead, whether Nnamdi Kanu will walk out freely, courtesy of political solution.
You see, I am Mr. Ekpa, the new Okocha. In this Second Republic of Biafra, me by Marcel Nnamdi Kanu, and his IPOB government of Biafra. Father Yahweh, I thank you for everything. Be glorified in Jesus' name. You see one thing, the movement, anybody from Biafra land is moving on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu. I don't trust it. I don't believe it. I look at it as hypocrites. Because these people are the people who betrayed Nnamdi Kanu, who will come in the front in the daytime and say Nnamdi Kanu must surely be released. But in the night, they will go back and sit at the government of Nigeria. Don't release him. Don't release him. Don't release him. If you release him, our own is gone. You understand? The Southeast governors that we are working for political solution for Nnamdi Kanu, are they not the same people that are writing to Finland government to send someone back? What is the difference between someone and Nnamdi Kanu?
Before you start laying accusation, remember that Nnamdi was the one that stood for Nnamdi Kanu in the past, 100 million shorty. I think that is a good one.
That's a good one in the front of paper. That's a good one in the surface of the earth. But what of underground? Is it good or not? The same Enyina Abaribe is the same one that went to Finland and wrote to Finland the High Commission here that they should send someone back to Nigeria. If we will stand for Nnamdi Kanu and go against someone what is the difference between what Nnamdi Kanu and someone is doing? What the difference between two of them? Is it not the same cause that put Nnamdi Kanu where he is? Is it not the same cause that someone is fighting? Is it not for the release of Nnamdi Kanu and restoration of Biafra that someone is fighting? Then how can you go against someone and say release Nnamdi Kanu? You see what I'm telling you? This is a hypocritical movement of this is a hypocritical movement of Southeast leaders. I don't understand what I'm saying.
Let's all look at it from this angle, because looking at it from the angle of unanimity, that is, everybody have unanimously say the very reason we are looking at release of this man is for peace in the Southeast. So don't you think it is irrespective of anybody's position before now? The interest of everyone is to have peace in the Southeast, including Hope Uzodinma.
This on what platform Is it on the platform Nnamdi Kanu should abandon Biafran quest? Or in the platform of Nnamdi Kanu we go to exile and never speak against Biafra, for the favor of Biafra? Or on the platform that Nnamdi Kanu should be hanged?
I'm not privy to the conditions, but I understand that Baribe have said he already had conversation with Nnamdi Kanu himself, who have promised to abide by any condition given by the federal government to enhance his early release from custody.
Now, if any Baribe said Nnamdi Kanu have agreed on any condition, which Nnamdi Kanu will agree to abandon Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu will agree to go against Simon Ekpa and the Biafra government in exile, Nnamdi Kanu will agree to go against men on the ground, which is any condition, Nnamdi Kanu will agree. But let me tell you, whether Nnamdi Kanu says so, or any Baribe come and say that one by himself in the name of Nnamdi Kanu, the Biafrans will never take anything from the release of Nnamdi Kanu to abandon Biafra, to let Biafra cause die. Biafrans will never take it. Because Biafra have suffered much for restoration of Biafra. Biafra have suffered much for the release of Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu by himself is a man. He can decide what to do to himself. But for abandon Biafra, no way. I don't think that Biafrans will agree. I don't think that Biafra government in exile, Prime Minister, not giving able Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, and Biafrans, the real indigenous people of Biafrans, whether you call them South or Southeast, we agree to abandon Biafra. Because Biafra is the only hope. Biafra is the only hope for Biafrans. Biafra is the only hope, even for Nigeria. Biafra is the only hope for Africa to survive tomorrow. Therefore, it's not abandonable. And the Biafra is the project of our Lord Jesus Christ. I've said this so many times. Biafra is the project of our Lord Jesus Christ. God knows about Biafra, and God Almighty wants Biafra to be restored, so that the black race will see light. You understand? Therefore, whatever anybody is doing to abandon Biafra for any condition.
Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, fans.
Look at that. Is it not a good thing to have peace in the South? Because as we speak, there is a killing in the Southeast. I think there are killings.
So these are some of the things that people are reacting to regarding the detention of Nnamdi Kanu. As I said before, if Nigeria government, if they really want to do things, in a right way for everybody to just rest, the best thing they would do is to actualize the rumor that we have been hearing that the federal government want to withdraw the case. I think that is the best thing these people can do. Anything less than that is going to, continue to cause problems in the country, of which, people don't want crisis, people don't want problem. But politicians don't care about problem. Politicians don't care about anything that happened because it's not going to affect them, that. That is what they think. They think that they are immune to insecurity, they are immune to hunger, they are immune to anything that is happening to the poor people. So let's see how it goes. But I know that, yeah, this man doesn't deserve what he's going through. Let's have some corners. Yeah, good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from?
My name is Mr. James. I'm calling from Austria. I called you before, and
okay.
I called you before.
Okay,
so I was watching. I called you today. We spoke about about 7 minutes ago.
Okay. Let's speak to another corner again, please.
Hello?
Yeah, I said let's speak to another corner, right? Or what?
I'm still the same caller that spoke with you today.
All right, thank you so much. Let's speak with another corner.
I have something to say. Okay. That's why I called you.
Okay. Talk to us now.
Okay. The reason why I called you again is that I was watching a video you posted on your platform. Man was talking about we are not going back again. As for Nigeria. What that man was saying is still real points. Likewise, I told you today that we, the Igbos and the rest of Biafrans, brothers, we are not going back to one Nigeria, my brother, because the best thing I still beat myself again that the best thing we should divide that country.
All right.
Because that amalgamation of 1914 have been expired since 2014. You understand what I'm saying? And Nigeria should, they should release Marcel Nnamdi Kanu. They should release him. He's a freedom fighter. He didn't kill anybody. He didn't do anything wrong to defend these people. And finally, I want to tell you, my brother, about Simon Ekpa.
We are not. I understand, but you are deviating from the topic we are.
I am saying to that topic. I'm saying to that topic. The topic today was about Nnamdi Kanu, isn't it?
Yeah, and I want us to just stay focused on that.
Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for the freedom of his people, and now Simon Ekpa is the Joshua that is also piloting, and he is the Prime Minister of Biafra government in exile and at home. So for now, I'm telling you, we have a government in exile and we have a government in Biafra land. So one Nigeria is not going to be the end. We want Biafra.
All right. Thanks for your opinion,
and
sir.
Always follow Simon Ekpa, please. Always follow that the Prime Minister of Biafra.
I don't like following people anyway.
No, because
I do it.
My brother, you talk about one Nigeria, brother. You can't bring us back to one Nigeria.
I understand what you are saying. You are right to your.
No. Listen to me, my brother. Listen to me. There is no how you can talk about Nigeria. We Igbos who accept to be one Nigeria.
We are not talking about one Nigeria. You don't understand what I wanted to say.
You don't want to hear the important thing I'm talking about. You don't want to hear. You are fighting for one Nigeria, Okocha.
And you are making the mistake. You don't want to understand what I'm saying. Everything you are saying now is different from what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that I make a general research, general study. You understand? I understand what you are saying very well, but like me, I try not to be sentimental. I understand that, like me, I support the liberation of Biafra. I support the emancipation of Biafra, and for them to have their own country. You understand? So I'm not against anybody at all. That is a simple fact. But I study everybody because everybody have their opinion. Like as you are talking now, another caller may come, another caller may say another thing. Yes, I entertain opinions and I study them and I find out, yes, this is that to my own personal opinion. But I'm not against what you are saying and you are right to your opinion. You get it?
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it, but because I watch your program every day, my friend. I watch your program. Even sometimes I still repeat it again. If I'm not available, I see it. I will make sure that I watch what you have said and what the other callers are saying. But
Thank you so much for that.
Because the other callers was saying that Simon Ekpa is a bad person. Simon Ekpa was blah blah blah. Let me tell you, with that Simon Ekpa, I'm telling you, if there is nobody like Simon Ekpa by now, what is happening is in what they call it in Benue or Plateau State, where Gowon come from. I'm telling you, should have been happening right now in Igbo land, even more in Igbo land, because they want to Islamize Nigeria. That is the plan of the Nigerian Fulani terrorist government. I'm telling you the truth.
Thanks for your opinion.
Yes, Igbo land is the last place they want to capture because you can't get the ark. We are too strong.
All right.
To be captured like that. So my brother, with that Simon Ekpa, they should have done what? Capture Igbo land. So all hail Biafra and all hail Simon Ekpa and all hail Marcel Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you. Well done.
Thanks for your opinion, sir.
Yes. Thank you.
You know, everybody have their own opinion. It takes an educated mind to entertain, opinions without accepting it directly and making research about it. That is why this is a platform where everybody can say what is in their mind, regardless of your opinion. We also do research to find out the truth, to unravel the truth. So thanks everyone for your contributions and for your opinions. Let's have another corner. Okay. Good morning, sir. Good morning, sir.
Okocha, how are you? I'm
fine, sir. Thanks for joining us, sir. Please tell us your name and where you are calling from.
It's your friend from Melbourne, Australia. Morning, sir.
Okay, please, you try to reduce the volume of the YouTube so that I cannot hear myself from there.
All right, I've done that.
Okay, please tell the viewers your name.
My name is Sowore from Australia.
All right, thanks. All right, thanks for joining us. We can hear you. Talk to us.
Before I could make my contribution, I thought I would subscribe to your channel. I'm supposed to have notification when you are online.
Okay, I think you should turn on the notification button. Not only the subscription, there is a place they put notification. If you click it, you on it. So that anytime I upload this video, I come live, you have the notification. Maybe that is the reason why you didn't have the notification. Thanks so much for subscribing.
All right, after the discussion, I'll check what you have said.
All right, sir.
Concerning the discussion, concerning the case of Nnamdi Kanu that is coming up in September.
Yeah.
So, to me, my brother, I always try to look at the past, look at the present, and try to see what the future will be. The people who did Nnamdi Kanu, they are heartless.
Okay.
You understand me? Just like you mentioned the word, you mentioned the statements a few minutes ago that these politicians don't care if at all the country is burning. You understand me?
Yeah.
Yes, that is the spirit in all these our politicians. You understand me? The people who didn't know the Kanu, they don't have conscience and they don't care what will happen. You understand me? Even if he died there, they don't care. So I think with a strong hand, that is when that man will get out of that place. You understand me? Just like the time of the Israelites leaving Egypt. Are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, Pharaoh was a fake person. He was not sincere to himself. He was playing around with Moses. You understand me? Today he will listen, the following day he will not listen. Even despite the signs and wonders. He still make up his mind after a strong hand, which God promised Moses that with a strong hand, Pharaoh will let the people go. But after letting them go, what happened again? He still chased them, wanted to go and finish them up. So that is the wrong heart that is in our politicians' heart. They don't want to release that guy, but with a strong hand, that is when they can release that guy. Like the guy that was talking concerning the Biafra. Nobody is holding Biafra. It is the Biafrans that are holding Biafra from coming up. You understand me? Okay, you see the video you just showed. And that man was saying that the interviewer was saying, what of Aberibi? What of the senator? They are meeting up. They have been meeting up on meeting. How can you ask someone that stole your team to be helping you to look for what is lost? You can't get it. You understand me? So the politicians in the East, until they make up their minds, nothing will happen. And if you call your cloth a rag, other people will help you to use it to smash the rag. You understand me?
That is right.
So the people of the Easterner, they should do a kind of a re-examination among themselves. You understand me? They should make inventory among themselves. That's the language that we use. So until they come up sincerely, how would they be sending those of them to go and meet, to be one of the delegates for the release of Nnamdi Kanu? How can you see that? Is that not funny?
It's funny anyway. It's funny.
So you expect Uzodinma to follow when he knows that when Nnamdi Kanu is out, he can't perform those nonsense he's doing? No, my brother, let's be sincere to ourselves. So if at all they want to send people, they have not really got the people that will stand for Nnamdi Kanu before the president. They have not really those people. If it is Uzodinma they are depending upon, they don't even know their people. You understand me? The Igbos don't know their people. So that is my contribution, my brother.
Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So for some persons who don't understand the position of Uzodinma on the insecurity in Imo State, let me have you this video to watch.
The reason behind this, I told you times without number, in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that.
So that is Uzodinma speaking with you about the situation in Imo State. He said the insecurity in Imo State is politically contrived. And he went on to say that people in the Southeast are playing the politics of bitterness. Hear him, hear him.
The reason behind this, I told you times without number, in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that the kind of politics with bitterness that is going on in the state and some part of this region should really be condemned. And that is.
So this is not indirectly. Directly, Uzodinma is telling us that the causes of insecurity in the Southeast are the politicians. That is what he's just saying. He was making this statement on Channels Television. So Channels Television is a national television. And let's have a contact.
Good morning, all.
Good morning, sir. Thanks for joining us.
Yeah.
I think that is.
I've been listening to your program.
Okay.
My name is Chris.
From Anambra State.
Yeah, I'm from Anambra, as usual.
Thanks for joining us, Mr. Chris. How is Anambra State today?
We thank God we are sitting at home now. We don't have option.
P2B brothers. All right, we can hear you, sir.
Okay. So like what me and you were saying the other day, it's now confirmed. Do you listen to what Obasanjo said? That they use Igbos to kill Igbos.
Yeah.
During the war.
Yeah.
So that confirms what I was trying to tell you. When you were saying that our senators, that they should do something, you know. I told you that all these people you see that put our governors and all these are senators, so just like Uzodinma and all these people, they are the one that put them there. They will never put somebody that will not be answerable to them. In order to be using them to kill Igbos, they are still using that same method. Obasanjo revealed. And after using them, they will still destroy them. Like Obasanjo, after using those people during the war, do you see any Igbo person that they made chief of army staff or whatever? At the end of the day, they use those Igbo people finish to kill Igbos. They still go ahead, killing them or dumping them. And and they are still doing it up till today. So they decide who they choose.
Okay, I can hear you.
You know, so if that person is now misbehaving, people will be saying, but they are Igbos. It's Igbo people that is destroying the Igbos. Is it not our own brothers that are doing this? Is it not our own brothers that are holding in Nnamdi Kanu? But it's not because just that they are just they are being used. So they will put limits. They will put to the limit which they can go. They dictate what they say. They dictate what they do. From the background. But if you are not sensible enough, you will think that that Igbo person or Igbo man is acting on his own without knowing that that Igbo man. That is why anybody that is that is not answerable to them, they will do everything to remove that person. You know, so that is what I just want to let you know, that everything, the only way out to me is that is either if they want us to be part of Nigeria, or they really want Igbo people in Nigeria, we sit down and talk. But for now, I think the only way for Nigeria to come up and do the right thing is for everybody to start shouting. I always say it, both Ududuwa, both Ariwa, everybody should start shouting that they want to go stay on their own. They want to stay on their own. Then if Nigeria want to be together, then we sit down, we come together and sit down and talk on how we are going to be one Nigeria. But with the way things are now, if we just want to be one Nigeria for one Nigeria, so it will not work. Because at the end of the day, the Yorubas today now, because Yoruba man is on the seat now, you see them, majority of them will be talking about one Nigeria. Tomorrow, because after Yoruba now, they will still give back to a Fulani. They will still throw it back to Fulani. Tomorrow, now Hausa people is shouting, you know, that they want to stay on their own because it's not Fulani man or Northerner that is there. Tomorrow now, if Northerner stays there, they will change their tone. So you find out that it cannot work. Today, if you want to do protest, because Yoruba people, the person that is sitting there is Yoruba, so Yoruba people will decide not to join. Tomorrow now, if the thing shifts to North, the North will now tell you that protest is haram. Is haram. Just all these things should be seen. That is why we cannot even unite together to even fight them, even under this one Nigeria. At the end of the day, they will see Igbo people as a scapegoat. So the best thing is for us to start using our platform to talk about dividing Nigeria. Then by the time we are talking about dividing Nigeria, then they can wake up and, you know, we decide on how we are going to stay together. So that is all I have.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chris.
This morning. Yeah.
Thank you so much, sir. All right.
God bless.
All right. All right, let's return to what Hope Uzodinma was saying about the issue of insecurity in the Southeast.
The reason behind this, I told you times without number, in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the real attacks by bandits. So I think that the kind of politics with bitterness that is going on in the state and some part of this region should really be condemned. And that is why we have decided to embark on both kinetic and non-kinetic approach.
Is there any reason, perhaps AIG or yourself as a government in Imo State discovered behind the direct assault on security agents or agencies or the Nigerian police force in Imo State? Any reason behind that? Why are they doing that?
Well, it is not limited to Imo State alone. Of course, you can see the wave of banditry across the country today. There's banditry in the northern part of the country, banditry in the southern part of the country, banditry also in the eastern part of the country. But there are peculiarities state by state. Some of these crimes are being supported. Recall that 2 years ago when this thing started in Imo State, when the bandits attack police stations, as they're leaving from the scene of crime, people will be clapping for them. People will be laughing with them. So the people took this thing as if it was a kind of entertainment. But incrementally, lives were lost. Incrementally, assets were destroyed. Incrementally, police stations were destroyed and burnt down. Individual homes, some targeted politicians were also, their houses were burnt. So we took personal interest to begin to investigate the reason behind this. I told you times without number in Imo State, some of the cases of banditry here are politically contrived. Some are the...
All right, let's have another caller. Good morning, sir.
Hello. Good morning, Mr. Marcel.
Thanks for joining us, sir. Your name and where you are calling from?
Jeff from Moscow.
Oh, Jeff from Moscow. Yeah. I remembered your name. All right, how is Russia? And what I'm seeing in the media is like Ukraine has been dealing with Russia in their recent battle. What is going on? Or is just a media propaganda?
As usual.
Okay.
Media propaganda as usual. But you can't compare Russia and even with NATO and other people now. They can't try it because Putin is ready to destroy everywhere. They know. So they're just pushing the media so that it will be as if, because it will affect the American election that is coming up. You understand? As they are using PKB in the election.
Okay.
Hello?
Okay.
So it's just a politics. You can't compare. Russia just taking it easy with them because they don't want to just clear them at once because they are brothers. But they just want their president to make a lesson.
It's all right. Thanks for joining us. Talk to us about our issue. Let's leave Russia and Ukraine alone.
You always invest in Russia politics. You personally always interested in Russian politics. So tell me what we are talking about, you know?
Yeah.
Nigerians. I don't know if because of the kind of education, anyway, it's intentional. The kind of education they give Nigerians are intentional, so that they teach them to remember, not to reason, you understand, not to think, just to remember, not to create. That's why they are suffering. Nnamdi Kanu is the only person that he's already shaped the foundation. They know. Nnamdi Kanu has already shaped the foundation of Nigeria. The house that is not only Nnamdi Kanu, is only Nigeria. You understand? The world is aware of what is going on. Do you understand?
Yeah.
But they don't have to come. You understand? They are like operating in proxy. They don't want to come out so that they will not know what is going to be. Enemy of Britain or America will not say, okay, that is what people are doing in Africa. Because sometimes has already shaped the foundation. I've told you last time I called, civil disobedience is only the way it happened in Russia. They use civil disobedience here. You understand?
Yeah.
To carry a revolution that changed Russia. So it's only civil disobedience. Nnamdi Kanu has the power because he has studied almost all the world revolution and he has it in his palm. And what he's doing is working. That's why they plan to kidnap him so that nobody will, the world will use media and press it down upon he's a citizen of UK, but UK is not that kind of fool. Because what he's doing is working. All the oil companies in the world are eating from Nigeria oil, and Nigerians are suffering. And they don't want them to stop eating. Instead, they will kill anybody that wants to stop it. That's what is going on. When you talk about state capture, it's not only in Nigeria. In Biafra, and they are state captured. They must put their people in order to press any agitation that will come up. It's normal. But power belongs to the people. Only the people that will come out in mass to say enough is enough. So whoever is saying that nobody brought those to go and talk from them. They did it themselves. You understand?
Yeah.
Is it Taroneta or the other group? Are they the one that brought opposition? It's federal government that brought opposition. You understand?
Yeah.
They're not talking for Biafrans, they're talking for Nigeria. So whatever they are discussing is, but Nnamdi Kanu has the power to move revolution in Nigeria, not only Biafra. He has already working. If he's not doing well, the answers will not come up. You understand?
So what do you think that will happen on September 24th?
Still on the one side, they will be doing politics for them to bring Nnamdi Kanu out in this stage. You understand? It's dangerous to Nigeria too, because Nnamdi Kanu has all the power to change the narrative. He's supposed to know now that he has the power. You understand? Because if he comes outside, if he's commanding like in a program view, Nnamdi Kanu commands over 20,000 view, 30,000 there. Now you to go to 70,000, 80,000, 100,000 at a wash. You understand? So imagine that kind of power. The whole world will know that something is going on in Nigeria now. That's why they are holding out of shame. Is what they are holding land out of shame. Nothing more. Because once land come outside, his power will extend to south more. Already he has already captured southeast, and people are suffering more and more. His power will enter the other side too, and that is it. And what people do, a lot of 50% that is hungry will join. I'm sorry that I will talk bad about it. Then we don't know that what you're saying is true. Or he will see it will be happening. And he's not fighting for Biafra, he's fighting for any commoner in Nigeria. So they will queue up. That is their shame. That's all. That's what they're holding in land. But if the people come outside and protest, the Nigeria government must bow. People never come outside. All this one, any bad government, they are joking. Hunger never come to us. If hunger come, Papa, Mama, children will come outside. Hunger never reach now. They give them something for Russia. Russia say no, kill us. They come government house. Until they go to government house, the man asks them to continue killing them. And he say no, we won't kill them. They are our citizens. Kill who? Or that beg, whatever they actually to do, he never reach. Africa is still joking. You understand? Hello?
It's all right.
So we are joking. We are not serious yet. Nnamdi Kanu will come out. You understand? But people have to push more. What they are doing, they are just waiting for people that will use arm, people that will come violence. They will now see the world. They see why we are holding this guy. Do you understand? Because Mike also going to finish the work now. If you listen to his last court listing when he talked to Muhammad Buhari and Tinubu, he just said and said, I just holding this guy for nothing. He has finished the work. The guy does nothing. He has committed no offense. People have no evidence against him. People are still holding him down. So why? They're just looking for excuses. The Biafrans do this, Biafrans do that. They are terrorists. That is what they are just looking for. Because when they come outside, Nigeria Foundation will check more and it will go down. Nigeria was broke now, whether they like it or not. It cost Nigeria, and someone is better than Nigeria. And Nigeria is going down more and more. You understand? So Nigeria will not survive it. They are just joking. Everybody talking about regional government, this, that one, all those down bullshit. All this round of constitution amendment, nothing has never answered Nigeria. They will still answer them. You want to block where they're eating? They'll ask you to come and fight them and win them for you to collect all your back. Never answer them now. And Tinubu is in the center of nowhere. Because you don't want to lose his political relevance and you don't want to lose the north. So that is the problem. That's the issue. Well, let me leave you to continue your good work. Eh?
All right, thank you so much. Let's have another conduct. And good morning. Yeah, it's already 12 o'clock. 12:04 in Nigeria here. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. Your name and where you are calling from.
Okay, this is Edward speaking.
From here?
So, I'm calling from diaspora.
All right. We are in Patekunda.
I'm calling from the Middle East.
No problem. Thanks for joining us. How is Middle East? How is the tension over there?
Well, so far so good. It's a peaceful place to be, despite their religion. It's a peaceful place.
Despite the Israel and Hamas war?
No, it's not that area. That area is not Israel and Hamas war. It's not that area.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. Talk to us.
Marcel, I appreciate what you've been doing. I've been watching you for a while, but I know you say your thing, try to be neutral. In as much as you know the truth, you always try to be neutral and to be on the very good side, So, but what I want to tell you, which I know that everybody's seeing this, look at this country that is called Nigeria. Just look at it right from the beginning and till now. Before now, how things were, and people didn't take things serious, and till now there have been a plan. Nigeria is not the way it used to when we were much younger. There is a plan to overtake and run the country in a nomadic way, in a Fulanized way. Already, officially, Nigeria is now an Islamic state. Officially, it's an Islamic state. Without consulting anyone, officially, it's an Islamic state. I hope you know this. So now, tell me, the human beings that are in the country, no consultation, you just stand up and mention this and that is how it is. And you say you are running a democracy. Now the country has police, military, navy, all sorts of security agencies.
Okay.
No, tell me where you have peace or safety in the entire country. The north is gone.
Nowhere.
Thank you. The north is gone. The entire middle belt is gone. That is even their homes of these northern leaders is gone. They are all running to Abuja to stay. Now, only in the Biafran territory, the southeast, the south, that is the area they have decided that they are opportune to have people to fight for them, to protect the women and children. People are being killed everywhere without remorse, without checking. Check the entire prisons in the entire country. You can never see a Fulani man in jail. You can never see a Fulani man in jail. Even when they are being arrested, the person is they are being forgiven. And they release them, even with the guns, not even David and go. They release them, even with the AK-47. But when they look at the other day, in school, hostel, they went there, here. And nobody will say, the security men will sit down, these people will issue letter, they are coming to attack. And they will not do nothing. Then after they might have attacked and gone, they now come, okay, we will find out, we will do this, we will try to get the perpetrators, whatever it may be. They wait after the event, then they will come. Let me tell you, my brother, I know you know what's going on. Yeah. But when I see you listening and when you speak, I know you always try to do the safe side. You don't want to be attacked or anything. But I understand that. But the truth be told, the country is gone. Don't believe you are thinking that it can be repaired when we go to old regional. How will you go to the old way? How? Already it has been divided. The system has already been changed than the way it used to. Now, who allowed it? Is it the Fulanis that are fighting? Or who? Is it the Yorubas that are just like, with this guy, what do you call him? The Jagaban? Fulanis want to take back the system. By all means, either by military or in any way. They want this man out. Because what they expected was not there. Actually, they thought he would not be alive by now. The way he was during the campaign, they thought maybe he might not last up to 6 months. But surprisingly, the man is alive, moving, walking. So they are disappointed that the man is still alive by now. So they want to do anything by hook or by crook for them to take back the power. So who are you going to talk to go back to regionalism? So, my brother, the country is gone. Their plans have been seized. Tell me one thing that is working. Tomorrow they come to you and lie. We have gotten this for the country because we secured their business investment in this, which are all lies. We have secured the visas for this one, you can apply and get visa, which are all lies. Tell me one thing that is true. If somebody says hungry, they give you rice. They didn't give us a first subsidy, they give you rice. Any issue you mention to speak, they give you rice. So forgetting that people have to go to hospital, people have to go to school, people have to feed their families, people have to pay for their homes where they stay. Their system is rice is the only way out. Now tell me such kind of thinking. How does it work? How does it work? So you see, we have come to cities. You see, let me tell you, it's unfortunate that many of the states in the country do not have to stand for them and speak to them. The only man who spoke for them, Obitaya, if you can remember that name, I've forgotten his last name, Obitaya, they killed him. When he spoke initially, 2 years ago, right, or so, they killed that man. I think it's from Kaduna or something. They killed him. So the entire North, the entire Middle Belt, nobody stands for them. It's only in the South that men have come out to stand for them. If you imagine just on your own, go back and listen to what Simon is doing. Go back and listen to what he's saying. This young man came out, giving up his life, standing on behalf of men and women, especially women and children who will be massacred. And that's why they are not happy. Check the entire country. The only thing they talk about is someone Ekpa. They don't talk about the bandits anymore. They don't talk about the Boko Haram anymore. People will go and kill, take 300 children from school. Nobody will mention it.
So what do you think that will happen on 24?
What?
What do you think that will happen on 24?
Nothing will happen. They will still keep
Nothing will happen. You think that they will continue to keep him or they will release him?
The only thing that will make them release him, you see, now there's a plan to go on 1 month lockdown the entire Biafra land. The plan, first of all, the ending of this month, the borders will be sealed from all these cows, both in and out, no more. And the only ones that are in, they should leave before the end of the month. If not, they will. If not, there will be an issue.
Do you think that Southeast can sustain 1 month seat at home? Or do you think they can sustain 1 month seat at home? Or they will allow the market women, farmers to be going to farm, all those things? What is the nature of the seat at home?
Okay, apparently I know you are not be following. You have not been following what's the update. I appreciate if once in a while, just listen to what this guy said. What Prime Minister of Biafra is saying. Now, the thing is, the plan of the sit at home is only for the government offices. Only for the government offices. This is part of economic strangulation. Only there should be no government, both the government parastatals, federal secretariat, whatever they may be, because government, local government offices, anything that has to do with government, state, federal, local, will be on lockdown. If private people can go to their businesses, go to work, schools open, banks open, and businesses, market open, but any government offices will be under lock and key for 1 month. Yeah, for 1 good month. That is the idea, and the date is yet to come. We are waiting for the date to come. See, my brother, they no one peace. People have pleaded for them for years. They don't want peace. People come out with flag, they kill them. People come out with Nigerian flag, they kill them. You come out with Biafran guy, they kill you. They believe that every solution has to do with the barrel of the gun. So now, since they believe in gun and the barrel, okay, it's time to give them one-to-one, gun to gun, barrel to barrel. Then let's know how it goes. And that is why, for many months now, for years now, for over 2 years now, thousands of the military of Nigeria are being decimated, and they don't announce it. Goes back with body bag. We see them coming, but they don't see them going. What is it? That is why you see now the lies that they're telling, people are seeing it now. That's why they have lost their respect. That's why they are all termed as illegitimate governors, leaders, and every other thing. Even in your own area, my brother, look at, they have, what do you call it? They have IDP camps. People are in IDP camp, they were born there, and they have grown into teenagers. IDP camps. So no more going back home. They don't even talk about it. They don't even plan. How can people go back home to their ancestral lands? Instead, you see another nomadic Fulani inside their own land. And they don't have plan for that. We cannot allow that to happen, my brother. It's over. So take a look at it, and I'm just trying to let you know the truth be told. Nigeria is gone, and nothing can change it. Nothing can change it. If this now about money no more, that money, stand to think of money is gone, because you have to be alive to get the money. Now we're fighting to live, to believe.
All right.
That's my point, brother.
Thank you so much for your wonderful contribution. I really appreciate it. Thanks, viewers. Thanks, everyone, for joining. I think in no distant time, we can call it a day while preparing for the evening broadcast. I really appreciate everyone who joined this afternoon, the morning stroke afternoon. Thank you so much for your time and support.
Say your prayers before you